Hey, what's up, Skelemystyk? I am here today in Polaris. I want to bring to your attention some changes that have happened in Test Realm very quietly, very quickly, but they have nonetheless happened. Whenever I was loading in Test Realm today, I noticed that instead of the usual bunch of scanning that I got a bunch of patching. Patching is bad news. Patching means that they're changing things. It means that things are going on behind the scenes to alter what you already know to be the truth. So, I don't know what quite all the nerfs are yet, but in this video I want to bring an important one to your attention. The nerf that we're going to be talking about in this video has to do with monstrology. In earlier videos, I posted speed strategies so you could collect tons and tons and tons of animus really fast, along with a pretty fair amount of tons of monstrology experience at the same time, so you could level your monstrology pretty quickly. It appears that it has been nerfed, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that in two different battles here. What's going on? In the previous strategy that you knew and that I explained and it was already going on, you would get 1 animus point for every time you hit the mob or the boss. 1 point for every one. So in other words, for hitting this mob right now, I would get 1 point of animus if I didn't have a potion on, and 3 points if I did. So I'm going to hit him for this time. What I'm going to do here in this experiment is I'm going to hit the first mob a bunch of times, and the second mob only once or twice to kill them both off. And what should happen is I should have a really big number for the first one, and a smaller number for the second one. But what I think is going to happen is I'm going to have the same number for both. What looks like has happened with the nerf is that you'll now get 1 point for hitting and 1 point for killing, no matter how many times you actually hit the mob or the boss. So I'm going to go ahead and hit him again. That's the second time for him. So that should be 6 animus right there if I have a potion on, or 2 if I don't, at the end of the fight. I got a crit, that's nice. Well, and got blocked, of course. There we go. Okay, so the second mob has no hits yet, so I don't expect to collect any animus as of yet. So we're at, right now, on our running count, we're at 6 and 0 on the 2 mobs. Let's just try to keep track here so I don't confuse you guys. Okay, I'm going to hit him again with another small hit, which would ordinarily mean 9 animus. What I suspect is going to happen, though, is that I'll end up with 6 and 6. We'll see. Okay, right now we're at 9 and 0. Right now. Excuse me. I'm not sure if this is what's happening because, well, we don't ever really know the full facts of what's going on. They don't tell us what they patched and what they didn't. But I'm just working on guesses here from what I'm seeing in the fights. Okay, I should now be at 12 and 0 with this hit. I was doing this a little bit earlier and I was seeing a bunch of different numbers and it wasn't making sense to me. And then I went to the Cenote and Azteca and tried it there too, and I got the same result. So it's not just a glitch of the area or a glitch of this particular mob or what have you. It's standardized throughout. Alright, right there should be 15 and 0. Now, from what I saw earlier in one of the other nerfs, they had capped this at 15 and 15 to where you'd only get a total of 30. But it looks like, as I said, this has been reduced even more. So right now I'm at 15 and 0. Even if I don't get my 21 and 6 at the end, which would be full credit for animus, I'd at least like to see the 15 and 15, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Alright, let's pass that turn. Gotta get up enough for Lulu. Remember, right now the count is 15 and 0 for animus, if this hasn't been nerfed. Alright, now the count should be 15 and 3, because we know that they cap it at 15. So I can't go up any more on the first one, but I'll go up on the second one. The count should be 15 and 3 right now. The reason I'm bringing all this to your attention is because it's going to change the way that we collect animus, and I'll explain that in a moment after this fight. I won't run you through 2 fights. I'll just run you through one, but I'll explain what happens at the end and what you need to do at the end. Okay, so I should be at 15 and 3 on this count, and as soon as I fill back up on my pips, I'll hit him again with another Lulu and kill him in 2 hits, which would make my count 15 and 6. I do believe that the monstrology experience will change depending on what your monstrology level is versus what level the mob is. See, I don't even have another animus enchant, so it should be, so the final count should be 15 and 3 then. I'll just kill him and call it a game, because I had no animus on that hit. I must have run myself out. Oh, I did, that's right. I ran myself out of animus using the small hits. That's okay then. We're just doing this for the sake of the count. Again, the count should be 15 and 3. But see what I got? I got 6 and 6. Even though I stack hit that first one a bunch of times. Not only did I not get the full count, I didn't even get the 15. I got 6 and 6. So what this means is the strategy now for getting the fastest amount of animus and the fastest amount of experience in the least amount of time, this is now a standard fight. Because what all you're getting credit for is 1 hit on the mob or boss and then the kill on the mob or boss. So you'll be getting, if you have no potion on, 2 points per mob or boss. With 2 there, you'd have 4 points without a potion. With a potion, you'd have 6 points each, which would be 12 total. You'd have 6 and 6 like I got because I have a potion on. So it looks like what we're going to have to do, instead of stall stacking and you know, just stacking that animus up and hitting them hard and taking a long time to do it and stacking up the animus that way, it looks like this is going to go back to a straight fight where you blade yourself up and you feint yourself up and you just take your credit for the 1 hit and 1 kill. That's what it looks like we have been nerfed down to. Again, I mean, I may be wrong. There may be something I'm missing here, but you saw what I did and what I should have had based on what we've already done. And that's not happening anymore. Alright guys, so this looks like it has been officially nerfed to be 1 hit and 1 kill for credit, and that's it. 1 hit, 1 kill per mob or boss. So if you had 4 there, then you pick up 24. But to do that, you'd have to have teammates with you to actually fight the fight and get 4 opponents in there. There are certain fights, however, in Mirage that have 4 opponents. So we need to start thinking about that. Where are the fights with the 4 opponents? And trying to do it that way. I know the Skirlers, those sand Skirlers, aren't undead. Well, so we'll have to see what they end up being so far as animus goes. There are a few... excuse me. I'm really losing my voice here again. There are a few 4v1 fights in Mirage. And we may need to keep an eye on those and exploit those whenever the animus comes up for them. But for now, that's what it looks like we're back to. We are back to 1 hit and 1 kill counting, just like in a standard fight. So there's no more point in stack hitting to gather up extra animus, because it's not going to work. Unless they change it back due to outcry, which I don't really expect that they will. Because, well, that's not what they do a lot of times. Anyway, that's where we're at, guys. I hope this helps you out. Knowing the nerfs. The nerfs that you know are going to be the ones you don't stumble over. And if I find any more, I'll be sure to let you know about those as well. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, if it helped you out any, please hit that like button, a good hard smash, and as well subscribe and share. I would love to see more of you guys around here. Until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace. Hey, what's up, here, Skelemystyk. I am once again back in Ravenwood. We've already had a guide to the guilders, and we've seen where all the guilders are at and what they're currently giving you. And up until, of course, Live Realm comes, at which point it may change, hopefully. I don't know. We've also talked about the nerfs that have already happened in Test Realm so far